All right, in today's short, we're going to be talking about bearish divergence, how you can spot it on your chart, and how you can trade it. So, what is bearish divergence? For divergence, you're looking for a discrepancy between the price action and whatever your oscillator is. So, in this case, we are using the cumulative delta as our oscillator. So, typically, we want to see these moving in the same direction. So if price is trending up, making higher highs and higher lows, we want to see our delta trending up, making higher highs and higher lows. When one of them starts to break away from the other, that is when it begins to diverge, right? You begin to have that divergence. So for example, when we started to trend up here towards that high, we put in a higher high on price. But if we look at our delta here, we put in a lower high on the delta. So that's telling us that most likely this high on the top here is a little bit weak. It doesn't have the buy pressure that you would expect it to have if you were just looking at the price action. Okay. So there are many forms of divergence. We're not going to cover every single one today. But when you have price putting in a higher high and the oscillator, the delta in this case, putting in a lower high, that would be considered a standard bearish divergence. Okay. In some cases, you can be putting in a higher high on delta, but then a lower high on price. That would be considered a hidden divergence. Okay. So in this example, we have a standard bearish divergence. And what you want to look for is that lower high on delta. When that starts to form and we start to see that sell pressure coming in on price, we can begin to look for shorts. And once we have that sell pressure that we want to short, we can put our stop loss above wherever that high is. So in this case, the high is 48. So we want to put our stop loss above that high. Because if price begins to break that high, the divergence will be invalidated. Okay. And then you just want to target lower support. So in this case, VWAP, lower value levels, and then possibly where that trend started, where that point of origin was. So in this case, the point of origin would be way down here around 21. We've already hit VWAP. We're still looking for that point of origin.